Gotta change the book. Okay, I gotta do that. Okay.
Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision.
Hi, everybody. It's Sunny and Char, and guess what? It's February 25th, but next week is Sunny's 9th birthday.
Yay!
On March 3rd, and it's Tony too. Tony, everybody loves you. When I get messages, they say hi, Sunny, Char, and Tony.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody, for including me. I appreciate
Just so
it.
you know that.
Well, I appreciate it, and I
So
appreciate...
you know how important you are.
Aw, shucks. If you could
It's
see my
true.
cheeks, they'd be red right now.
Um, I bet I bet they are red. So so Tony went to Sedona, everybody.
I did. I had a great time.
It's very spiritual there.
Yes, we went to a lot of Native American spots, and then...
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. So I it's really, really devastating what's going on now in our world. And I don't want to dwell on it, but I really would like, well, first of all, I want to say my prayer protection, and then I want to say a prayer for Ukraine, okay?
Please.
Okay. We ask the universal consciousness and God that holds the highest spiritual power of knowledge, wisdom, and truth to guide and protect us as we communicate with our guides and angels in the spirit world and tap into the wisdom of the universe. We respect this opportunity and take full responsibility to use this not for ego or controlling others, but with the pure intention of spreading love and healing life on this earth and beyond. Anything that is in, near, around, or about us that is not of light, go back to where you came from and turn to light if you choose, but stay away from us. And please protect the people in the Ukraine, and for those who have already passed over from this horrifying war, make sure they get to the white light and see their loved ones on the other side. And may this thing stop soon. Amen.
Amen.
Awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Awful. I mean, there's no words to... Awful doesn't even sound like a good word.
No, awful would even say bad things. Yeah. Yeah. It's just too bad. It's like we can't even get over the pandemic, and we have to get into a war.
And they're in what do you call it? Their subways, I guess,
Yeah.
were built as bomb shelters for the war.
Wow.
So they're all gathering in these subways. I think they're subways.
Yeah, there's subways. I watched a segment on it.
Yeah, and there's little kids and babies, and then the women are allowed to go to Poland, but all the men 18 to 60 have
Can't
to stay and fight.
Yeah, they can't leave.
And I bet there are women who are wanting to stay and fight
I'm
as
sure.
well.
I'm sure.
But
Yeah.
how could Putin do that? How could because somebody just said to me he has no soul.
But there's a lot of people that are like that. They just want power and control and
Yeah,
egos.
but to take a life,
Yeah. Did you
to
see
take,
that one where the tank ran over that car and that old
yeah,
woman was in it? Like they purposely did that. I was like, wow, that was
yeah, they
crazy.
purposely, was it a man or a woman?
It was an older woman.
And she was okay.
I mean, they had to really dig to get her out, but yeah, she was okay. But yeah.
How, you know, when when these terrorists cross over, I guarantee you they're going to be looking up at us.
Oh, for sure. For
For
sure.
sure.
For
They're
sure.
not, they're, we live in a physical world and we live in an energetic world, and there's good and evil in both. And when people cross over, they don't always go to the white light and the beauty euphoric place. In fact, a lot of people go to the dark place and you have to go through the dark. And some of them don't want to go through the dark, but they have to go through the dark to eventually get to the light if they choose to work through it.
Great. It's just crazy. You hate to even think
So,
about it, but I mean, it's what affects them. People don't think it affects us, but as human species, it does. It does affect us. So
but we are all interconnected.
I know that's what I mean.
That's why the pandemic happened. One of the reasons is to show that we all have to take care of one another. We all have to protect one another, and the virus was not prejudiced against anybody.
Mm-mm.
The virus took the the wealthiest, the poorest, the most beautiful looking, the maybe not so good looking, the the good, the evil.
Yeah.
The virus took everybody. It still is. It's still taking people. Are you still wearing a mask?
Not here. I mean, not in office. But
Did you wear it on the airplane?
oh yeah, for sure. We didn't fly. We drove.
Oh, you drove.
Yeah, we drove.
That's right. That's close. I think I'm just going to wear a mask the rest of my life. I just don't want to get a cold or a flu or anything. I don't want to get sick. It's been so nice, touch wood, that I haven't gotten sick. So far, so good. So, we're going to send prayers out every day. We need to send prayers out every day on your own, at your own speed, at your own convenience. Let's send prayers out to those people, because truly prayer works. Prayer
Amen to
helps
that.
people and helps the souls.
Amen.
Yeah. So, how do you, Tony, manifest your wishes?
I'm getting better at it, but for a long time, it's just hard work and the want. But now I'm starting to really stay positive and ask the universe and make sure I ask in a positive way, not out of desperation, but more thankful, I guess.
With gratitude.
With gratitude, yes.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people ask for stuff out of desperation, and that's
right, and out of fear.
Yeah, not a fear.
Well, we live on an emotional planet. It's an emotional planet, and our emotions affect us in very different ways and affect us physically.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, people who get extra stress can get heart attacks or strokes or, stomach problems or, hives.
How do you manifest?
Pardon?
How do you manifest?
Okay, so I've manifested things a couple different ways in my life. So when I was younger, I made a wish board, which is people call it something else, but I call it a wish board. And I would cut out magazine things and put it on the wish board. And it's really, you have to be careful what you ask for. You know, there's that old saying, be careful what you ask for, you might get it.
Right.
So like you like if you're interested in a person romantically, you should not say I want a romance with so and so, because that might not be the right person for you.
Right.
Even though you have a huge crush or you're attracted or whatever. So you go, I want the kindest, nicest, whatever person in my life who's, you know, who's funny or kind or whatever. And so I would cut out the headlines of things and put them on. And then I'll tell you one thing I can remember putting on. For some reason, I put, I want to be interviewed by, oh God, what's her name? Sharon, what's her name? She was on The Talk.
Osborne.
Yeah, for some reason, I wanted to be interviewed by Sharon. Oh no, she was going to have her own show at one time. And then I put, and I think at that time I was doing it, and I went and did, I think, a practice thing for them or something. And then I was asked to be on The Talk, and I was interviewed by her.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I put down that I wanted a certain home in a certain place, and and that happened. Thank God, touch wood. And I wanted, you know, I'm talking, this is like 20 years ago or 15. I can't even remember how long ago. And and a lot of the things really happened that
Wow.
I put down. But you just have to be careful how you phrase it, everybody. So the other thing that I do is I always, I always do my white light and mirrored egg, and then I always have gratitude, and I don't ask for much, except I just want, you know, my family and friends to be healthy and well, and I'd say a prayer for all the people who watch CharVision and the people who read my books and stuff, and for you,
Aw,
Tony.
thank you.
So and Sunny, and but I put people in a white light, and I ask for them to have the greatest good happen to them. And I really feel like the universe hears me. I don't even have a doubt. And I think that's the important thing when you guys are manifesting what you want. You can't have a doubt. You have to be absolutely 1,000% positive. And those things come true. Now, things happen in God's time, not ours. I can say that it can take a long time for the things to happen. That's also true when I do my readings. Like, I had someone call me last year, and she said, "Well, you read for me 20 years ago, and the last thing you said finally happened, just happened."
That's hilarious.
So after 20 years, she came back for her next reading.
She checked everything off the list that
Yeah,
came
it's
through.
a true story.
That's hilarious. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I have people who come once a year, sometimes twice a year. I'm doing life coaching now, so I help people more often. But and I'm teaching. But and then I'll have somebody come from 10 years ago, and then I'll have people come and say, "My parents always went to you, and my mother loved you, and now I'm here. I want a reading."
Oh, that's nice though. People remember that though.
Oh my God, it's the biggest compliment, because it makes me feel like part of the family.
Well, you're part of my family.
You're part of my family, and
Yay.
Sonny loves you.
You don't scratch my belly enough like you scratch Sonny's.
My sister knows you and she loves you.
Oh, I love her right back.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we're connected
Oh, yeah, for sure.
from other lifetimes for sure.
I just actually did a show earlier on my show about past lives and reincarnation and about soul groups and all that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
And
yeah.
what
I'm sure we were somewhere in our soul group.
you and I were together, I'm
Yeah.
sure of it. I'm positive.
I feel the same.
And the one who really knew that we should be together?
Dorothy Lucy.
Dorothy Lucy. Whoops. I actually just wrote about that in my book. Oh, I turned the book in. Did I tell you?
No.
Maybe I told you already.
You turned it in? Well, I know you turned it in there, but didn't you have to?
No, I had to re-edit,
Yes.
and then I lost the notes. And oh my God.
That I remember.
And I took a whole chapter out.
Oh my gosh.
The whole chapter out. But now it's finally in their hands. I think I get to see it one more time. And then on August 30th, 2022,
Wow.
it's released.
That is
exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting. But and you guys who watch CharVision, a lot of you are in it. Like your stories are in it. Alicia said you should take some of the stories, and so I did. And I use your first name, so you guys are going to know who you are.
Oh, that's great.
And you're in it, Tony, like, and your stories are in it.
Aww.
Your stories, but also other people who are my regulars. You guys are in the book. So you got to read it and see. Okay, let's take a caller.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's do 215.
Oh, okay.
215, you're on there with Sonny and Char.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you very much.
Oh,
nice
good.
to talk to you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. What's your name?
Marion.
Marion's the librarian?
Yes. That's right.
Do people say that to you all the time?
I always used to get Maid Marion.
Maid Marion. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too. So, Marion, do you manifest things in your life?
Well, I did a while back. I went through quite a time having children, and almost to the point where I was getting ready to give up and find another way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this thing where I just had the positive thinking. I believed that it was going to happen, and I had watched someone on TV, and he was very positive in his talks, and
right.
I believed that it was going to happen. So we painted the room, we decorated the room, we put the rug down. We expected that it was going to happen, and it was going to be a healthy child. And I didn't tell anybody negative. I just kept the positive up and believed that it was going to happen. And it did. And it was twice in a row after that it happened. So I was truly blessed. And that power of positive thinking is a great thing in my life now. I truly believe in that.
Oh my God, you're such a good helper, caller, teacher for us. That's amazing. So are you saying you have 3 kids now?
I have two healthy kids now.
Oh, 2 kids. Okay. Well, but you said you were pregnant and then it happened again and again, or just once?
I lost 2.
Oh, you lost 2.
And then I Yeah, and then I had a miscarriage. So actually, 3 altogether.
Oh, wow. But how many living do you have?
I have 2 living, 2 that I gave birth to that are in heaven, and the miscarriage that's in heaven.
Okay, but do you have children who are alive now?
Yes, two healthy
2 healthy children.
2 healthy ones. Yes,
Right.
I do.
And did you name the children who crossed over?
Yes, I named the 2 of them. The third one I did not name, but someone told me that he was named over there, but I could rename him if I wanted to.
You mean like a psychic told you that?
Yes. Mhm.
Interesting. And can I ask you something?
Sure.
Is there an A or J with one of them, or middle name A or J, or A or M?
There's a J and an M.
And is the J a male?
The J is a male, yes.
Would he be spelled J-A or J-O?
Oh, no, neither.
But it starts with J.
Yes. Mhm.
It's not Justin or just J-E, is it?
J-E, yes. Mhm.
Is it Jeffrey or Jerry?
Yes, Jeffrey.
And then is the M a male? Or the M's a female?
No.
The M was a female.
Yeah, but that's the middle name.
And is the middle name M-A?
Yes.
R?
Yes.
Like Marie? Or Mary? Or Margaret? Or
you're on the right track.
It's M-A-R.
I'm sorry?
It's M-A-R.
Yes. You want me to tell you, or yeah?
No, I don't know the rest of it, but all of those names are kind of the same to me. It just puts me on the right track of what I'm getting. And then I
believe that.
And I want to know who the C is around you, C or S?
A C, the only C that I can think of is my aunt.
No,
No?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Is she spelled C-H or C-A or C-L?
My aunt is C-L.
Is she Claire or
Yes.
Clara?
Claire.
Claire?
My Aunt Claire.
And she's deceased?
Yes. Mhm.
I feel like she's around you. Were you close to her?
Oh, yes. Yes, I was. She was my mother's sister.
I feel like she really loves you. Like,
oh, we did. We got along so well. I really miss her.
And I feel like she's saying she filled, like your mom was nice, but she filled the relationship with you different than your mom.
I can see that.
Like she filled the voids or whatever.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Her and I were really close.
And then there's E-L, E or L.
E or L.
E or L or E-L.
E-L.
E or L. Or is there a Helen or E-L or a middle name E-L or Elizabeth? I don't know the name. There's an E or L.
Oh, I can't think of it. E or L.
That's okay. I think there is. That's okay. I can tell you that a lot of times I'll get a Facebook message or something from someone saying, I don't know, oh my God, it was so-and-so and it was whatever. So
I know, I'm like blocked. I can't.
That's okay, but
oh my God.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Unless there's an EL in a name, like a Michael or a Michelle or an EL in a name. I don't know. I could be picking up on someone else that's calling in. I don't know. But anyway, I can tell you the spirits that I picked up on, can't remember that Jeffrey. I see
Yes.
I forget after I say these things. And the MAR person, I feel like they're little spirits, just they're the ones who crossed over, right?
The Jeffrey and the
Yeah,
one that has the, yes, they're the ones that crossed over. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
But I feel like they're little angels that still kind of hang out with you sometimes.
Oh, that makes me feel so good.
I
Really
feel,
does.
yeah, because you love very hard.
Yes,
You
I do.
you really are a deep feeler. You don't just love, you love. And you feel
Thank
that
you.
love and you show that love. And you're I think you have healing gifts. Have you ever been told that?
I've been told that I should maybe like I'm very intuitive. I'm very
Right,
like I feel people's energy and like feelings and stuff. I've been told.
you're an
By
empath. You're an,
yes, James Van Prague told me that I was an empath.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I teach intuition. If you ever wanted to come to one of my classes, boy, I've got my second class this March 9th with people. I've got old students and new ones coming together. But you're always welcome to take one of my classes if you ever want to.
Oh, thank you so much. I know I really should follow up on that because I feel like I would really enjoy something like that.
I'll give you the number to text. It's if you decide. There's no pressure, and there's only if the spirit moves you. 248.
Oh yeah, I got a paper and pencil.
Okay, it's 248
Two four
909
eight.
909
I'm sorry. 909
24
24
27.
27.
So when people want readings, they text that number. I have also a toll-free number to call, but I think texting's easier.
Oh,
Two,
okay. So you text that number.
yeah, text that number, and if you decide you want to join one of the classes, I'm putting together a class. I also do group readings as well. I just had group reading of 5 people, and they they were so beautiful and so wonderful, and they ended up helping each other with their careers and everything. Like they put people in touch with people to help them. Like the people who end up in my classes and in my group readings are meant to be. It's
Oh,
like,
I believe that. That
yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
yeah, it's more than
And
coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidences. I always
Yeah,
say that. I
yeah,
think everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in them.
I agree with you. I totally
That
agree with,
L that you're talking
yeah.
that L that you're talking about that has a name. Did you say L? There's an L in someone else's name that has passed.
But it doesn't start with L.
It doesn't start with L. No.
Is it
This is
AL or
something
is
that
it AL? Is it AL or EL or IL?
there's an A in there.
Okay, no, I don't know. I don't know that it's not a Phyllis, is it?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The name that I'm thinking of is a male's name.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not another J though or G, right?
No.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't think that's it. I mean, I don't think I'm getting it. I'm not saying that person's not around you. I'm just saying I'm not
Oh,
getting
that's
it.
okay.
Yeah,
Sure. I
I'm
understand.
saying I'm not getting it. I think I
I,
definitely see your Aunt Claire.
that is
I definitely
amazing. And And you got
And
my two
and
ones that
the
I
two,
actually gave birth to.
yep, and and she knows them. She like kind of watches over them. You'll
Oh,
you'll
I can see
you
that.
will greet them when you go to the other side.
I will. What's that?
You will they will greet you when you go to the when you cross over, not that you're going anywhere right now, but when you cross over, you'll greet them.
Oh, oh, I can't. Well, I can't say I can't wait because I don't want to leave my kids here.
Well,
But when
yeah,
it is my time,
when it's
I will certainly look forward to that.
when it's your time. You, Marion, you are a lovely person with an amazing energy.
Oh, thank you so much, and I think so much of you. I try to watch you every Friday night. You're so amazing.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're just great.
I love you too, and I love your energy. And please call in anytime.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate you too. Be well.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye. What a great energy,
She does. You can hear it all the way through the interview.
right? She's just like so special and upbeat and positive and
Mm-hmm.
but see, when I said when I manifest things, I have no doubt whatsoever. She has no doubt whatsoever. She like makes it happen when you are totally, and if it's meant to be, it'll happen. If you're so totally positive, when you manifest something, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if that exact thing doesn't happen, something better will happen down the road.
Yep, I agree. Yeah. I
It's
want to
like you
keep that
want to
energy.
buy that house, and that's the house you want, and you manifest it, and maybe that house for some reason doesn't work out, but the next house you get is even better. And I'm not saying that, Tony, that's going to happen to you, but I'm just saying
Right. Right.
that.
Don't scare me.
But yeah, that's why, and I write in my book, positive energy attracts positive energy and brings positive results. Unfortunately, negative energy attracts negative energy and brings negative results. So, doubt can be a demon.
Oh, for sure.
We have to own our power and be positive and be absolutely optimistic and but also, some things aren't meant to be.
That is for sure. Even though we
Some
want
things
it to
in
be.
life just aren't meant to be.
Yeah.
And in Miriam's case, she gave birth to children that didn't make it, but she gave birth to two amazing children who did make it,
Right.
right?
Yep, she did.
I can't imagine having children that giving birth, and that's got to be so devastating for people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know a few people that's lost
Who? My
babies.
what?
Lost babies, and that
Yeah, I
is.
know who you're going to say, my who.
My sister actually lost a baby, but it does go. It sticks with you for the rest of your life.
Wow.
But she ended up having like
Wow.
4 kids, so.
Oh, she has 4 kids?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you close to them?
Oh yeah. All my nieces and nephews I'm close to. They're my babies, even though they're in their
I
40s,
bet they
and
really love you.
my oldest is 40.
No.
Yeah, right. My oldest niece is 40 years
Well,
old.
that's okay. My nephew's 8 years younger than I am.
Yeah, mine was 12, so 12 years old.
Yeah. I mean, he was like my little brother. He's like my little brother.
Yeah, she's like my
I
little
used to
sister.
babysit him all the time, and then my nieces are like I think 12 years younger than me, and then my other nephew's 14 years younger than me.
Wow. It's crazy when you think, you're a certain age and they're not that much younger.
Right, it's crazy. Well, come on, let's get another
Let's do
caller.
it. All right, I
No
found
good
one.
choosing.
I found a 770, Nancy.
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 Hi.
Hey. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. It's so great to talk to you.
Oh, it's so my pleasure. Where are you calling from? You have a little bit of an accent.
Just I'm calling from Woodstock, Georgia.
From Georgia. Oh, how great. What's the weather like there?
You know, it was beautiful yesterday and day before. It was a little chilly today, and then it's supposed to be down in the 30s again. So it's our fake spring. We always get it around February.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I'm just grateful for the nice days.
But eventually it'll be beautiful there, right?
Oh, yeah, Georgia weather spoils you. I'm originally from Kentucky, and I can tell you that Georgia weather tends to spoil you.
Oh, it's so nice. You sound like someone who deserves good weather. You sound like a nice
Well, thank you.
You sound like such a nice lady. What do you do? Do you manifest things?
You know, I do. That was what I wanted to ask you about. I have recently started doing the 369 method. Have you ever heard of that?
No, teach us.
Well, it started with Nikola Tesla. I'm sure you know who that is. He's a physicist.
Okay.
And he was Thomas Edison's rival. He was a brilliant man.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one that wanted to give everybody free energy, but Edison didn't. And they sort of had a little dust up, and Tesla ended up losing. But he was a brilliant mathematician, a brilliant physicist. And he always said, if you knew the power of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, that's basically the key to everything. And one of the manifestation techniques I've been using lately is you write an affirmation. You know, you write your thing as if it's happening now. So, for instance, I'm looking for a job. So my manifestation sentence is, I am grateful and certain I have the right and perfect job that I love, and I make more money than I've ever made. And I do that 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening.
Wow.
And you write it, and then you say it out loud.
You know, there was a famous man, I forgot his name, who had people, if you wanted to write a book or publish a book, he would say, take a book, put the name of the book on the cover, make your own cover, and your name as the author, and put it under your pillow.
That sounds like an Edgar Cayce thing.
No, it wasn't Edgar
yeah,
Cayce. I have a mental block on the guy's name. He's famous. Somebody listening is going to text us and go, or Facebook us. Tony, do you know who I'm talking about?
Say that again, because it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, that's okay.
They put a tooth under their pillow. What? No. I'm just kidding.
No.
That way you only get $1.
Oh, okay.
They take a book, and you take a book, and then you put the name of your book that you want to write on top of that book, and the author. You put yourself as the author, and then you manifest it. So anyway, Nancy, you're looking for a job.
Yeah, I'm looking at this point. I'm a little unsure of which direction to go in. I've always said I'm not sure if I'm retired or just lazy. But I do want to do something perhaps different, but I just need to know if there's any information on which direction to go in. What am I doing? Basically.
Well, were you thinking of going into something where you would help people in some way?
Absolutely. I'm going to consider this my encore career. And
yeah, so
this time it's solely just...
I definitely feel like you're going to have a job. I definitely feel like you're going to be helping people. Do you want to?
Right.
Were you thinking of helping people one-on-one, or
Uh,
or like in
I
a
never thought.
what?
Um, I I kind of think my strength lies in teaching, whether it's
Or
teaching
teaching makes sense.
like English to people who are newly arrived, or teaching citizenship classes, or even training. My background is in sleep medicine, so even training on new equipment. That's
Wait,
that's sort of where I feel the most home.
wait. You said you're you're trained in what?
Sleep medicine.
Sleep?
I do sleep medicine. It's a polysomnographer, I guess. But I used to do, well, I was a manager for decades, but I do sleep studies. You attach wires to people's heads and heart rates, and you watch them sleep, and you make sure they stay breathing. Or if they don't, then you make sure that.
Do you know how to help people to sleep?
Well, that's another thing I was sort of looking at, as being maybe a sleep coach.
That's what I'm thinking you should be.
A sleep coach.
I'm thinking you should be a sleep coach.
Yeah, and that's something I was kind of excited about, because that's where, I don't want to be a manager anymore. I don't want to be anybody's boss. I just want to be able to.
I feel like you could do one-on-one. Have you ever thought of learning hypnosis?
I've thought about it. I actually, I'm where I live is in the Atlanta area. It's Metro Atlanta, and there's a lot of there's a vibrant New Age community here, and there's a lot of different classes and stuff. So yeah, that's something I definitely considered.
Okay, but you have. I feel like you will be intuitive with people with their sleep habits and teaching them how to sleep. So I have a question for you.
Sure.
In your expertise with sleeping, sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and I will, like, I'll be up, and then finally I'll be able to fall back to sleep again. I always am able to fall back to sleep again, but sometimes I hear voices and then I fall back to sleep.
Well, in terms of actually the science of sleep, sometimes when you get into a pattern where you, say you get into a pattern where you sleep so many hours and then wake up and then go back to sleep, which it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Right.
It sounds like that's the pattern that you've developed. Now, from a spiritual standpoint, which you would know much more than me about that.
Right. I'm hearing spirit.
It could be that.
I definitely am hearing spirit.
Yeah, it could be somebody's. And what time of night is it?
It depends what time I go to bed. It's usually about 4 to 5 hours after I go to sleep.
Okay. So, and probably after you are able to go to sleep, you probably have vivid dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have vivid.
Yeah. What happens is when we wake up, usually when we sleep, we go in cycles. So we'll fall asleep and we go stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, our dreaming time, which is REM, and then we start the whole thing over again. When we wake up for whatever reason, whether something wakes us up or we just, naturally wake up, if we fall back asleep quickly, we're more likely to go straight into our dreaming stage. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure why that is, but that's what happens.
Wow.
And if it's a certain time of night, say it's around 3 or 4 in the morning, that's usually when we're starting to enter into our final dream phase. Mm-hmm. And I would think if we were going to get a message from spirit, that would be the time that they could, jump in there and
exactly
and have their say.
I'm so busy. I think you should look into this, but I also think you should look into teaching meditation with it as well. Do you do meditation?
Oh, okay. I never thought of that.
I think you
I
should.
do meditate.
I think you should combine meditation, calming, like teaching people breathing and whatever, along with your knowledge of all your sleeping knowledge, which you just really taught us all about. So thank you. So 369, the goose drank wine, the monkey ate tobacco on the streetcar line, or whatever that song is. Okay, so the 369, and that's helping you. I feel you need to manifest this on your own. I think you should be a sleep coach.
Yeah, it's definitely something I thought about, and I
think you should.
I feel better when I'm helping people.
I think you should put something together and then get some cards made up and be a sleep coach.
Okay. Yeah. I actually attended a meeting last fall of that very thing, of a bunch of sleep experts in Nashville, and one of the topics was sleep coach and sleep navigator, and I thought that's kind of what I want to do now, because I already know sleep medicine, forwards and backwards. Now I can put it together with something that will help other people.
And maybe like I don't know if you have people take melatonin. I mean, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff because I can't take any of that stuff. I like.
It's any sleep aid is really just meant to get you over the hump. It's not supposed to be a lifestyle. So what most doctors would probably say is, if you're going to take something like that, just make it no more than a week.
Right. Well, thank you so much for teaching us. And I feel that that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking my call.
Of course. And thank Tony for taking the call. It's so nice to meet you. Good luck with everything. Call us back and let us know how you're doing with it. I
sure will.
Yeah, you have to market yourself. So maybe you should do a small class in your, community or something,
Yeah, I did that before. I did on behalf of wherever I was working. I would go out and give talks, PowerPoint presentations.
Put it in your community center and then start teaching people privately. So anyway, it's lovely to meet you. Call us back and let us know.
I sure will. Thank you so much. And thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Y'all, good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pleasant dreams.
You too.
Thanks. Okay, well, you guys, if anyone wants to join a small group reading where, I don't know, I think some of these people are becoming lifelong friends, and or the class, the intuition, psychic intuition class, just text us at 248-909-2427, 248-909-2427. Tony, thank you for a wonderful show.
Thank you, and you did great. And Sonny, lick to you.
Oh, wait, by the way, everybody, next Friday night, March 4th, John Edward is going to be taking your calls with me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, March 4th, John Edward is going to be on the show with us. So tune in, have your friends tune in, and remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye.